papers I have published, see how great I am. So like that. This sense of doership and enjoyership, one is freed from when one gets the knowledge of one's own self, true knowledge of the personality. One is freed from this, and that is why first it is told vimuktaha. First even when, what are they called? They are called Jivan Mukta. They are called Jivan Mukta. One who is free even when that person is alive. Even when in this world that person is free from any. So what happens? Suddenly that person becomes free from results of actions. Whatever that person does, there is no further result. So you go and stand in front of Yamuna and say that if I have not taken food, nicely fired all that, and then say that if I have not taken food, give way, and Yamuna also promptly, because this person had no sense of I. Who was that person? Vyasa. Vyasa, not Durvasa. Durvasa is another story, but that is not so good story. So what is the story of Durvasa? So Durvasa wanted to show some lesson to, actually Duryodhana wanted to give a lesson to Pandavas, so he said, Durvasa, you see, you go and they are there. So Durvasa has his more than 100 disciples army, and he told that I will go. And just after the food was finished, they have this Akshay Patra. Once food is finished, once eating is finished, it will stop producing food. So then they were going, and these people saw, Draupadi saw that she is in trouble, and then said, okay, we will take. Meanwhile, our great person came. He is called what? He is told in many ways, he is told 420, fraudster, etc. So he is a great fraudster, Mayavi. So he came, and what did he do? He saw some small leaf, there like kadi patta, like that some leaf was there, and he took it and said, wonderful. So all these Durvasa and his company, they started burping, In the Arabian countries, it is a custom that if you have taken a food properly, you are invited as a guest, and if you are satisfied by the food, you should burp. If you don't burp, means there was something wrong in the food. Now they might have changed, but that was the olden custom. So they all started burping. So Durvasa told, Are Baba, if we now go there, we will not be able to take anything. So let us run. So they all took flight from there. That is the story of Durvasa. Now, Vimuktaha. So he becomes free even while living. Ihaiva tairjita sargo, in Bhagavad Gita it is there. Even while you are living here itself, ihaiva, here itself, don't wait for going to some other world. Here itself, tairjita sargo, you give up or overcome attachment. And if you do that, you will be free from actions, the results of actions. Then he says, vimuchyate. The Upanishad says, vimuchyate. But once you give up the body, then the person is freed. Freed means what? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, jatare shayanam. So this again coming to this world and again staying in the womb for 9 months or 10 months or 7 months, as the case may be, and you again get, and then again come, and then again A for apple. After all this joint entrance and MTech and a PhD, and again coming to this again A for apple, and that person may not be a school pass out. No? 10th class, she will say A for apple, lips on your mouth, fingers on your lips, like this. Everybody this is a standard nowadays. I went to one kindergarten, so everybody is sitting like this, like robots. I said, what is this? Just see the education in the other countries. They don't have even desks and chairs. All are sitting on the floor and so relaxed, and we all like this. After 5 years of such education, they cannot move their limbs. Everything will become very stiff. And the other day there was some youth convention. I asked how many people play, and in a crowd of more than 110 people, nobody was playing anything. Nobody was playing anything. I said, no, we don't play at all. Nowadays schools don't even have a decent playground. In fact, many schools don't have a playground. What to talk about decent? So they don't play. All their play is this Xbox or some other box, and everything is virtual. So like that. So vimuktaha cha, once you become free, then you become free. When you give up the body, you don't need to come back again. So who has got great courage? A person who even thinks that I will come back. So whenever this is told, no Maharaj, we will have to come back. I said, you are all great, courageous people, because you can even contemplate of coming back to this world, which I cannot even think. Such a horrible world. Anityam asukam. Anityam asukam. Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. Completely Gita is zero meter. Because Gita is a book we should not read. That is the idea. Gita is available in almost all Indian languages. And in that Indian script, please read Gita. It is a very simple book which you can Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. Don't you understand the meaning? This world is anitya, unreal, temporary, impermanent. Anityam, asukam, that everybody should understand. This world is full of suffering. From birth to death is full of suffering. Imam prapya, having come to this world, bhajasva mam bhajasva. Sri Krishna says, you pray to me, you worship me. That doesn't mean only Sri Krishna. Lord, worship Lord. Or if you are a non-dual thinker, worship the Atman or go on the path of realization of the Atman. Why? How do you even think that you want to come to this world again? So much of suffering. See? So much of suffering. Again, Moha Mudgara, this Bhaja Govindam. So, when you are Taruna Yavat Taruni Raktaha, means when you are young, that is in a male perspective is told. When you are young, you are behind the body. And when you want to earn money, you have to go behind. If I put in this mutual fund, I will get so much. If I put in this fixed deposit, like that, you all make that calculation. And then afterwards what? Ashite Ashiyona. Once you have become retired, you are on a corner. Or better still, in an old age home. Nobody bothers. So nobody even cares about you. So like that. And afterwards you die, nobody bothers. Everybody is very much importantly waiting for will. Will is the important thing. The moment you are going to die, everyone will come from America, Australia, everywhere, they will be waiting for you. Not because of love or anything, they want to know what happens. So many people secretly give donation to Ramakrishna Mission. Maharaj, you take now itself, because my children, they will take everything, they will not give one paisa to the ashrama. So this is the idea, this is the condition of the world. Why do you want to come here again? Madhavanandaji once told, he went to the United States of America and then they wanted to hear what he had to tell about birth control, because Catholic Christianity does not believe in birth control. So he said, yes, there should be birth control. So everybody was very excited. So he said, wow. So he said, there should be no more birth. There should be no more birth. Complete cessation of birth. This should be your last life. No more coming back to this world. Imam prapya bhajasva mam. Such a terrible suffering. Why do you want to come to this world? So that is the thing. So this happens vimukta hai. Now there are a lot of controversies. Now they say a person who has gone beyond results of actions, why will that person live? Here is the question. No actions, no results. Why does that person live? You say the person will first become free, then when he gives up the body, he or she gives up the body, again will be free, no more birth. But as soon as the person is giving up the sense of doership, then why does the person live further? So Shankaracharya gives a definition, he says an explanation, he says that there are three types of karmas. What are the karmas? Huh? What is Sanchita karma? Sanchita karma is accumulated. It is there like in a bank deposit. So fixed deposit, it is there. Okay. Another one is which you already got interest. And another one is accrued interest, which you will get in the near future. So Agami, Sanchita, Prarabdha. So the example imagery in Tattva Bodha, that is a book, introductory book to Vedanta, written by Shankaracharya. So in that he says, it is like a, what is that called? The full of bows, no? Arrows, quiver of arrows. So the quiver, which is a collection of arrows, which you have here in the shoulder, is Sanchita karma. It is a collection. The arrow which you have already shot is prarabdha karma. And the arrow which you have strung on your bow, ready to shoot, is agami karma. So the stock full of arrows is sanchita karma. The arrow which has already been shot is prarabdha karma. And that which has been strung on the bow, ready to missile, ready to launch, is agami karma. So here Shankaracharya says that a person may get knowledge, but that person cannot undo prarabdha karma. That person cannot undo prarabdha karma. Means what has already taken means result. The fruits of actions which are already showing results, that cannot be undone. So that person has to suffer. And then only that person will. So there are a lot of books on this. Is Jivan Mukta subject to prarabdha karma? In Sanskrit also, in English also. I don't want to go into this. What I am telling is, even if I become Jivan Mukta, what is the harm?
Maharaj, according to Yoga Vasisht, not only the realized people, even ordinary people like us also can change prarabdha karma.
Huh?
According to Yoga Vasisht, we can change our prarabdha karma. Because there is a continuous fight between prarabdha karma and our present action. So it motivates that we should do good action and defeat the prarabdha karma. It proves that prarabdha can also be eliminated.
No. Why are you going so far? Actually, extraordinary people come from ordinary people only. Brahmagyanis will come from us only. Tomorrow you will become a Brahmagyani. Inshallah. So why do you want to take that? Is it not? Everyone can become Brahmagyani. So of course we can change the karma, this thing. Why go to Yoga Vasishtha? Swami Vivekananda himself says, the very fact that you are the result of what your actions are bringing, that means you can change your future. If you do good actions now, your future will be good. So you can change prarabdha karma. If you do bad actions, your thing will be bad. So this is what. So let us not go into those detailed arguments whether prarabdha karma will be there for knowledge, a person who is jnani, etc. Because even if we become Jivan Mukta, no problem. Is there any question?
Could you elaborate a little bit on this prarabdha karma, Swamiji? Because you have been telling that even if we are having some sort of annihilation from doership, still because of this prarabdha karma, we have to continue with actions, no?
No, not actions.
Yeah.
We will have to, you see, the question is, sense of doership is gone. If sense of doership is gone, whatever actions one does, there will be no results. So then why should the person be alive? Because if you have to live, you have to do some actions. Even eating or sleeping, everything is action. So how can that person do action when the person does not have a consciousness of this body? Means the person has already transcended. So then Shankaracharya says,
Okay, one second, sir. Explain this thing, okay, fine. But you have been telling there is every possibility for changing this prarabdha karma through good actions, right? Then these have no significance. One is sanjita karma and agama karma.
that have significance. That also have significance. But if a person has got jnana, if you have attained knowledge, then this sanchita and agami karma are destroyed. According to Shankaracharya. Some people say that even the prarabdha karma is destroyed. They say that jnani need not live. Like there is a theory which Sri Ramakrishna quotes in his gospel also. He says that a person who attains the knowledge of Brahman lives only for 21 days. Now there is lot of research where 21 days, etc. So it is found that it is told in Yoga Vasishtha, but let us not break our heads on that. But Shankaracharya says that a person who has understood the nature of Brahman, who has got knowledge, has to face the consequences of prarabdha karma. Only that much. Prarabdhaya samarpatam swavapuhu. That is the language in Manisha Panchakam. Manisha Panchakam, last stanza he says that the jnani submits, surrenders himself, his body to prarabdha. Prarabdhaya samarpitam swavapuhu. So that is a thing which is, again, there are a lot of controversies. Many acharyas have told that there is no prarabdha karma for Brahmagyani.
This 21 days, it is somebody cannot live in samadhi for 21 days.
No. No. Please read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Kathamrita. No. That is different. You have confused two things. So Sri Ramakrishna says that you cannot remain in the highest state of samadhi for long. He does not say 21 days there. And 20. No. Please bring the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Let us not get into it.
That is, he says that nobody can stay at me, that is Sai Baba's knee, that knee for 21 days.
No. This 21 days is knee, up to knee, what you are telling is correct. This 21 days is not there. 21 days is once somebody gets the knowledge of God, he cannot stay. After 21 days, he gives up his body. It's very clear language.
What happens to Ramakrishna that 49 years he stayed?
Baba, Ramakrishna is not an ordinary person. He is considered to be an incarnation. So what happened to Shankaracharya? No, you read the Gospel, you are quoting wrongly. We are just quoting Sri Ramakrishna because I have also not realized God. So I am not an authority on that. So let us not quote wrongly, let us not misquote. So this is the thing. So now it is clear, no? So we can go to the next thing. Now you see, this is the nature of, this is one way of looking at our nature. Now the question is that suppose consciousness, you say that consciousness is not the body. Consciousness is not the body. Consciousness resides in the body. So just like a king can come out of the kingdom and go on tour to other places, what will happen if consciousness is not residing in the body? Outside, how does it remain? So for example, Professor Mandal is not there in Kharagpur, so he is there somewhere else. So there are 6 pramanas. What are the pramanas? Indian philosophy. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Anupapatti, Shabda, Anupalabdhi. Huh? So there is one pramana is there. So whenever a person has to be told, the generic term is Devadatta. So somebody is going to a house and asking for Devadatta, and they don't find, it's Anupalabdhi. This pramana is called Anupalabdhi. Non-apprehension, that is the English term. So somebody is going and asking for Devadatta in the house. So they say in house Devadatta is not there. So that means this person knows that Devadatta has not died. This person knows that the Devadatta has not died. So Devadatta is alive, but he is not in the house. So it is deduced that Devadatta has gone out of the house. This is the idea. So if Professor Mandal is not in Kharagpur, he has gone out of Kharagpur. So where he goes, so he can go out of Kharagpur. Kharagpur is his body, but he need not remain in his body, he can go out of Kharagpur also. The other day somebody was telling me that whenever he meditates, genuinely he was telling me, whenever he meditates, his consciousness goes outside the body and he can see his body sitting. And this is not joke, because I verified and it is true, it seems. So I was just wondering, wow, great. So anyway, so I said, please stop meditation. So there was one Swami called Yatishwarananda. How many of you have heard his name? Yatishwarananda. So Yatishwarananda ji, once he was doing Durga Puja and he was sitting and meditating. So he went into Samadhi. He was the disciple of Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda. He went into Samadhi. So everybody was waiting when the puja will be over, then prasad will be, and Pushpanjali, everything is there. So he went into Samadhi, and for a long time he did not come back, and afterwards he came back. So Raja Maharaj called him afterwards, Brahmananda ji called him and scolded him. He said, what is this? You cannot go into Samadhi like that. You should know how to control your Samadhi. So control your Samadhi. So like that. So now this consciousness, if it goes outside the body, what shape it will take? That is what the next mantra says. Please repeat after me. Hamsaha Shuchishad Vasuhu Antarikshasad Hota Vedishad Atitihi Duronasad, Nishad, Varasad, Ritasad, Vyomasad, Abja, Goja, Ritaja, Adrija, Ritam, Brihat. To give you an understanding or an idea of the immanence, of the vastness of Brahman. Actually, you cannot say vast because it has got no limits. So, immanence of all pervasiveness of Brahman, this is given. What is the meaning? Meaning is very simple. Hamsaha Shuchishad. Shuchishad. Hamsaha. Hamsaha means sun. Sun, as sun, he goes everywhere. He is pure, or he goes everywhere. He dwells in heaven. Shuchi means pure also. And Shat means exists, remains, rests, Sidati. Sidati means remains or rests. Shat. So that is what Shat. The root is Shat. So Hamsaha. Hamsaha can also mean going everywhere. It can mean the self. So self, just like the sun, it moves everywhere and it is pure and it goes in heaven, it rests in heaven. Vasuhu. Vasuhu means what? Vasayati means one which is in which everybody stays, in which everything resides. So that is the support of everything. That is the basis of everything. Vasuhu. Antariksha Sat. Antariksha means space between earth and heaven. Antariksha, space between earth and heaven. That Antariksha is Vasu. Vasu means one which contains everything. And Hota Vedishat, as fire, just as fire remains on the earth, but here it is told Vedishat. What is Vedi? Vedi is the altar of the Vedic sacrifice. Vedi is the altar of the Vedic sacrifice. Why is it told that instead of telling earth or Prithvi, why is the word Vedi used here? Because in the Vedas it is told that the best part of earth is actually Vedic altar. Vedic altar, or the place where sacrifice is done, is the best part of earth. That is why the mantra says Vedishat. So fire is there, like on this Vedic sacrifice, the altar, Yajna Kunda, the fire is there. Similarly, this Atman also is there in that fire, or on earth, Vedishat. Then it stays Duronasat, Atitihi. So Atiti has got two meanings. One is Atitihi, Atitihi, without any date. Nowadays if somebody comes, then it will be a problem. But generally guests should come without any date. Nowadays if they tell and come also, Atiti tum kab jaoge. That is the idea. So Atiti, Devo Bhava, that was our ideal. So without any date. So Brahmin, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. Suddenly a Brahmin can come and say, because Brahmin does not earn, a monk does not earn. We go, in Ramakrishna tradition we say, Narayana Hari. That means you give me Bhiksha now. So, nowadays we don't say that. We don't need to. Ashrama supports us and people give donation. It's all taken care of by Swami Vivekananda. So, nowadays if we say, people may beat. But no, even today in Himalayas and other parts of India, people support monks. So you go and say Narayana Hari. After we get sannyasa, 3 days we go begging our afternoon meal. And there are very great experiences about that. Once I went to some place and they were, I remember they, near around Belur Math only you have to go, and you have to come at a particular time because this part of this will be offered to Sri Ramakrishna in the temple in Belur Math. So I remember there was a mother and daughter, a 2-storied building near Liluva. We went. It's all adventurous, no? So in fact there will be a horde of people waiting at all gates of Belur Math to give. They would have prepared and all. So we would go through shortcuts and run, and we will not take, because we want to experience this. 3 days only we will do. So they experienced this. So we ran, and then, so one person, there's some Bihari, I think. But of course, this is nothing to do with that place. They were like that. So there were 2 balconies. In between wall was there. One room had one balcony, another one, same house. So from here one fat woman came. I remember that even now, just very visually I remember. Fat woman came. I figured she was the daughter, and she said, "What happened?" So I said, "Bhiksha, if you can give something." So our rule is that you have to take only cooked food, not this thing. So, or you can take some biscuit. So when they said at 11 o'clock who cooks, some people get up at 11 o'clock. So who cooks? So then they said, okay, we don't have. So they said biscuit. So on this balcony the mother came, and from there they did not even come down. From there they threw one cracked jag or some biscuit packet they threw, and I caught it. So this is one bhiksha. Anyway, there can be interesting experiences. So this is what. So when you go and you say Atiti, Brahmin comes and suddenly you say Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, means Bhavati means addressing female gender. So please give me Bhiksha. So there is no please, of course. Bhiksham Dehi is more kind of a request, of course, is understood. So Atiti, that is one word meaning of the word Atiti, Brahmin. Another meaning is Somarasa. That I do not know why it is that meaning. Maybe because there need not be any excuse to drink Somarasa, as we see nowadays. If there is sorrow, they drink. If there is happiness, they drink. And if they have nothing to do also, they drink. Nothing is there, let us time pass and drink. Drinking has become a biggest problem of India today. Anyway, so Somarasa may not be exactly like drinking, there may be some other things. It is like wine, not exactly the thing people drink and die nowadays. So that is also Atiti, means you don't need a particular time for that. Soma. So the Soma or Atiti, Brahmin, Durona. Durona means, actually the wider connotation is a receptacle, it can mean a house. So Duronasat means a person who stays in the house. So Brahmin stays in a house. And Soma, Durona also can mean a jar. So Somarasa is kept in a jar. Like wine is kept in some jar. So Duronasat. So the wine which resides in jar, or a Brahmin who stays in house, he stays in a jar also. He means Atman, the self. Then Nishad, among Nr means men, among human beings also, this Atman is prevalent. Means Atman is all pervading, all pervading. Kriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. In all beings' heart I dwell. Then, what is the other, this thing? Sarvatah pani padam tat, sarvatah akshi shiro mukham. Everywhere there is feet and hands of the Lord, and everywhere eyes and head and mouth. So this is the all pervasiveness of Atman. Then also Varasad, among not only among human beings but also among gods and goddesses. It is there. Vyomasat, also in space it is there. Abja, what is Abja? Aquatic animals, no? And insects. And means Abja means up. Up is the root. Up means water. Ja, those who take birth in water. What are the, any example? Fish. Fish is very nice. Then frogs. Then tortoise. Pankaj. Oh, lotus. Wow. Insects and animals. No, it can become whatever. So Shankaracharya gives an example of mother of pearl, this Shipi, and then crocodile, and then some other example he gives. So he gives this crocodile, and conch, shankha, that all this goja, that which is born on earth, everything, this all the cereals, paddy, wheat, everything is born on earth. So ritaja, that which is born out of sacrifice, means that which is Veda Yajnanga, which is a part of sacrifice, which is made for sacrifice, like Purodasha. So you see kind of balls of rice and other things. It is called Purodasha. So that was offered in the Yajna. All of you know the Swaha story, no? So his marriage rituals can be very, very lengthy in Indian tradition. Almost across India it is very lengthy. So there were this in North India, this marriage was going on, and the thing was very lengthy and fasting and all that. So the bridegroom and the groom, they were sitting, a bride and the bridegroom, they were sitting, and then the marriage was going on. So the Pandit told that isko yahan daliye aur kahiye swaha, so like that. So finally this laddu also, he said isko yajna kundu mein daliye aur kahiye swaha. So that fellow put it in his mouth and said aha. That is the thing. So like that swaha. So whatever is connected with the Vedic ritual is also ritaja. Rita is another word for Vedic ritual. Adrija means what? Whose name is Adrija? Parvati. Parvati's name is Adrija. Why? Because she is the daughter of Himalaya. Himalaya is mountain. So daughter of Himalaya means king of mountains. So that is why. Anything which is born out of mountains. What is born out of mountains? River. River is born out of mountains. So Adrija. Ritam Brihat. And also truth. Ritam. Ritam Pibantau Sukritasya Loke. Which Upanishad this is? Very demoralizing. Ritam Pibantau Sukritasya Loke is Katha Upanishad. Just recently it went. So, very good. Completely RAM, only RAM. Power cut. If there is power cut, everything will go away. No hard disk space. Okay, Ritam Brihat. So, this Brihat means it is the cause. It is the, what is Brahman? It is the immediate cause and the material cause of the universe. Why? Because if Brahman is not there, you cannot think anything without Brahman. Because of ignorance, you think this world exists, but actually Brahman only exists. Just like that, because of darkness, you think that snake exists where only rope exists. So this is the idea. This is the all-pervasiveness of this. So here this is sun is all-pervading everywhere. Just like that, Atman is all-pervading. This Vasuhu, Antariksha, the space is all-pervading. So similarly, you have Atman is all-pervading. Then you have this altar. This altar, Vedic altar. It is here also the Atman is there. Then Atman is there in this jar also, some wine jar. See, the Somarasa you can say, it's there. Huh? Not achar. In wine you put this piece of lemon. People who know more about wine can tell. No, they put piece of lemon and all they put. Cocktail. Then this is Brahmin. Without any food to eat, poor fellow. So this Brahmin also, so Atiti also, this here also Atman is existing. What is this? Coral. Coral is also, it is what? Abja. Produced in water. So there. Then this is paddy field. Here also Atman is there. Everywhere Atman is there. This is Adrija, rivers. Here Atman is there. And we come to the next mantra. Urdhvam pranam unnayati apanam pratyag asyati Madhye Vamanam Asinam. Vishwe Deva Upasate. So, two types of prana are told here. We will further see many types of pranas. So, one prana is Urdhvam Pranam Unnayati. So, this pranam Urdhvam Unnayati. This is, one is the inhalation, exhalation. So, one which is inhalation, it takes the prana up. Why? Because when you get oxygen inside, you take prana up. So, that prana, it is used for inhalation. Pushes upward the vital breath. Prana. Apanam pratyak asyati. So, prana is actually inhalation. Exhalation is apana. So, apana. And madhye asinam vamanam. And in between, this inhalation and exhalation is your vamanam, your atman, which is staying. Why vamanam? The meaning of the word vamanam is beautiful. Vamanam is beautiful, very beautiful. Vamana avatara. What was Vamana avatara? Authority on Vamana avatara. You. Now you should be able to tell what is Vamana avatara, no? No, not you. Behind.
It's an incarnation of Vishnu.
That,
He took what of his structuralized work
huh.
to see that the arrogance of Mahabali.
Now this is a very questionable thing. How much it was arrogance or how much whatever. I think it is a politics of the gods.
From the so-called arrogance.
Because it's a great politics. You see, victimization of Mahabali. That poor person, he just because he was an asura, so what happened? What happened?
That was to be addressed by this incarnation of Mahavishnu. So he put it as Kamya. Then this fellow Mahabali was such a great time personality. Met him and asked for 3 rooms. Like, to place his feet.
No, the whole thing you say. So you see, actually there should be one reason for God, that is what it is told, one reason for God to give punishment. There should be some reason. So this Mahabali, technically there was no reason. See, like I saw in an old Hindi film, there was a villain coming in a car, and that fellow is a bad fellow. But now the police has to take action, but there is no evidence. So what did he do? He took his rod and just thrashed that headlight. And headlight gone, then he fined him saying that without headlight you are running, and then Pito Maro in the jail. So like that, this Vamana, what happened was, this Mahabali, he was ruling, generally it is understood that Kerala he was ruling, and there was no requirement, and he was ruling 3 worlds, all the 3 worlds he was ruling, and there was not 3 worlds actually, 2 worlds, the Patala and the Bhuloka. Devaloka he did not have. So there were no requirements of anybody in that kingdom. Everyone was taken care of. Nobody had any wants, no poverty, nothing. Completely human satisfaction index 100%. So what happened? So now this became a problem with the gods. They said that Asura becoming so powerful is problematic. So they all went to Vishnu. Petition they put, public interest litigation, and then Vishnu they went, and Vishnu said that okay, let me see what I can do. But unless there is some wrong thing, you cannot do anything. So Vishnu went there and said that I want something. Okay, I want something. So if you go to Mahabali, he will anyway give you something. So Vishnu went with this, that is the typical characterization, picturization of Vamana with like a Brahmin, typical Keralite Brahmin with this wooden umbrella and all, he went there. So he said, a small person, what will he ask? So he said, what do you want? So there is when there was a mistake, Mahabali did, a small mistake. What he said? Oh, what will you ask? Ask whatever. So that kind of ahankara, this, oh, you are tucha, means you are just puny, what will you ask? So Vishnu smiled that now I got some loophole. So then he said, what will you ask? So he said, I want 3 feet of land. 3 feet of land. So your feet, he smiled and he joked. He said, your feet is so small, what can you ask? So Brihaspati is the guru of the gods and Shukracharya is the guru of Asuras. Shukracharya was the royal guru, so he was there. So it is said that before you give anything in dana, you have to give that that Ganga water or whatever water you have to pour. So there is a vessel which has that water. So Shukracharya turned himself into a bee and went into the mouth of that vessel. And Mahabali was a great person. He was a very powerful person, and even spiritually he was a very great person. He was a devotee, etc. So he knew that Shukracharya has gone there. No? So when he was pouring that, but he has decided that he will give. So nobody can stop. Even Lord cannot stop. So when he wanted to pour water, water was not coming, and he saw. So he used that broomstick. We have that coconut thing. He used that and pushed it. So Shukracharya became blind by one eye, and then he poured the water, and then so because he had that small trace of ego, then Vishnu then suddenly took a big form, and 1 feet became earth, another feet became patala. That's all. His property, entire property is gone. So 3rd feet he said where to keep. So Mahabali showed his head. He said, keep it on my head. And then Mahabali was given what was the boon he was given?
Once in every year.
On that day, once every year, on the day of Onam, Thiruvonam it is called, he will come he can go to his kingdom and see all these things. All his people are keeping well, because even after that he said that I want to take care of my people, whether my praja. You see what kind of king he was, that he wanted to ensure that all these people are doing well. So it is believed that everywhere, in Kerala it's a big festival, but nowadays it has gone in the other side. Just like in Kolkata, see Thiruvonam, earlier on people used to prepare things, various dishes. Nowadays nobody prepares in homes. They all give order to caterers and simply keep quiet. So anyway, so this is the idea. So Vamanam Asinam, beautiful, very adorable, here in the space of the heart. Again the heart, we saw every time the spiritual self is positioned in the heart. So heart, Asinam, Vishwe Deva Upasate. Vishwe means entire, every Deva, all the Devas. What are the Devas here? Devas are nothing but the sense organs. Sense organs. Upasate, they worship him. How do they worship? So you Rupam Pashyati, you see a form. This form is perceived by whom? By the self, which is figuratively sitting in the space of the heart. For the benefit of the heart, you eat jalebi, and the taste is for the benefit of the self. So again in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, what happens? That a person does not love another person for the sake of the other person, but for the sake of the self. Husband does not love the wife for the sake of the wife, but for the sake of the self. So whatever you are doing, that is for the sake of the self, and that self is Vamanam Asinam Madhye. In between, in the middle of what? Urdhvam, above that pranam, that is inhalation, and below that is exhalation, and in between this yourself is sitting, and for that self you do all this Vishwe Devaha, all the sense organs in the form of different deities. Actually for every sense organ there is a deity. For eye there is sun, for hand there is Indra, like that there are different deities ascribed to, everyone has got department. Minister of State, Cabinet Minister, like that. So these deities are there. Next shloka is Asya Visram Samanasya Sharirasthasya Dehinaha Dehad Vimuchya Manasya Dehad Vimuchya Manasya Kimatra Parishishyate. Etad Vaitad. Etad Vaitad, earlier also we saw what is the meaning of Etad Vaitad. Etad Vaitad, this is indeed that. Vai means indeed. Indeed, that means this is the nature of Brahman. So, in different ways, the Upanishad is trying to impress upon you the nature of Brahman. Asya Visram Samanasya means Visram Samanasya means detached. That which is detached. Asya Visram Samanasya Sharirasya means the detached body. So, when you give up the body, see, interestingly, the language in Indian tradition is you give up your body. In the Western tradition, the language is
Enjoy the maximum.
You have your soul.
So no, not give up the soul, give up the ghost. That is the language. Give up the ghost. Swamiji tells it in his complete verse. So give up the ghost. So actually their body is giving it up. That is why you see the body is preserved. Because body has got somehow they give some importance to the body. Here body is destroyed. Anyway, you give up your body, and the question what is asked is, when you are residing in the body, you have identified yourself with the body. When you give up the body, Dehinaha means the person who is in the Deha. A person who stays in the Deha is called Dehinaha. So when you give up the body, Dehad Vimuchya Manasya, once you are free from the body, Kimatra Parishishyate, in this body what remains? So the body has importance only till you are there. You as Atman are there. Once you give up the body, what remains in the body? Nothing remains. In Bhajagovindam Stotra, what Shankaracharya says, Bharyam Bibhyati. Even wife is afraid of the Tasmin Kaye. Once somebody dies, wife or husband as the case may be is afraid. What happens? Your name is, say, some great name, say Padmanabhan, some good name is there. Once you die, then you don't, nobody calls the body Padmanabhan. It's a, it, dead body, it, remove it, bring ice, put agarbatti, and also the body starts smelling, see, interestingly. Body starts smelling. You put agarbatti, you put this and then the flowers, etc., and somehow dispose it off. Nikalo usko. So suddenly from feminine or masculine gender, you become a neuter gender. From he or she, you become it. So kimatra parishishyate. What remains here? Once your consciousness is removed, you stop identifying yourself with the body. What remains here? Nothing remains. Nothing remains. So everybody starts getting afraid of the body. So the idea is, you are different from the body. You are different from the body. That is the idea. And even when we see a person, some people say that a person is dead when the prana goes away. But nowadays we see that a person technically is alive. In coma or something, prana is there. And in ventilator it is going on, prana is there. But the person is alive. But actually there is no person. Why? Because the consciousness probably has gone. Research should be done. But probably consciousness has gone because the person is not there. Person is gone. So, kimatra parishishyate. What remains here? Nothing remains. So, another example which is given by Shankaracharya is, if there is a fort and now we go to archaeological sites and we see that here that person remained, here that person was there, this was the fort, but what happened? Nobody is there. The whole thing is destroyed, only ruins are there. So that means what? Nothing remains. So in this Puram, this Valli or this canto started with that imagery of city. If in this city citizens are not there, what is the use of the city? Similarly, in this body, you are Dehi is not there. What is the use of the body? So when a city is destroyed, it becomes useless. When a person is giving up the body, all the senses are there. Your hand is there, your eyes are there, everything is there. Even this nerve center is also there. Everything is there. External senses, internal senses, everything is there. But it becomes useless because you have given up this body. So, Dehat Vimuchya Manasya. Once you are freed, Vimuchya means free. Once you are freed from the body, Kimatra parishishyate? What remains here? Nothing remains here. So that is the idea. So here again the Upanishad is again bringing to your attention the fact that you are not the body. Do you have any questions? Today, for today.
The question is that Ishwara God who is controlling everything, is it necessary for him to take part and take the trouble? Can't he control otherwise?
Oh, yes. That's what in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita Shankaracharya says, that Eva, he uses the word Eva, as though he is taking a form. As though, and because we are in the dualistic plane, we see him as taking the form. But as you said, there is no necessity. But then there is, if that is not necessary, then there will be no sadhu also, there will be no dushkrita also. Only because we perceive this difference of sadhu and dushkrita, we need the manifestation of the Bhagavan. And Eva, as though he is taking a form. So no more questions. Okay. So please, you can go through these things so that.
There is another question. The Rama is saying, it is that within all
Okay.
the senses, I think consciousness is there, only the senses are totally
Who?
in coma state.
Oh no, I am talking about state when a person has actually died, but is dragging, no, because of not coma exactly, but this when because of ventilator, brain dead or something like that. Oh, some questions were asked last time, like Gayatri Rishi is Vishwamitra. You asked that question. Who asked the question? He is not come. Then you asked about the Vyutpatti of Prema, right? You asked. Who asked this thing, derivation of Prema? You asked. Oh. Anyway, so you can note and tell pre plus the root is pre. The root is pre from which priya has come, pre, and the suffix is a plus another suffix. So pre plus a makes priya, and another suffix imnich pratyaya it is called, it makes it preman. So prema is the declination of that root preman.
What is the root pre?
Pre. Root is pre.
What does it mean?
It means to like, to attach, to attract. There are so many meanings of that root. When you add pre plus a, it becomes priya, means dear. And when you add imnich pratyaya, means another suffix imnich, it becomes prema or love. Then we were talking about Hraswa Pranava, Dirgha Pranava. Who asked that? You asked. Okay. At least one person is there. So you see, Pranava, there it is in Shiva Purana. So Shiva Purana, I am not very good at Puranas, so that is why I could not tell you this. So Shiva Purana, they have segregated in Shiva Purana two types of Pranava. One is the Stula Pranava, that is Om which we chant. And another one is Sukshma Pranava. In Sukshma Pranava there are two types. One is Hrasva Pranava, another one is Dirgha Pranava. Hrasva Pranava is just Ma. Just Ma. That is Hrasva or short Pranava. Just Ma. And that is just Ma. And Dirgha Pranava is A, U, Ma, Bindu plus Nada. A, U, Ma, that dot, Bindu plus Nada. Nada means Nada Brahma. That is Dirgha Pranava. And that is where all the yogis reside. Okay. And this Hrasva Pranava is the coming together of Shiva and Shakti. Ma. So, no questions, no? So for today we will stop here.